Just going to go over the cockpit in a bit more detail. It's a bit sad this spaceship's sitting out in the garage because there's no room in the house anymore. So it's sitting at, I've made a workbench which sort of fits right on top of it. So I just wanted to get through with a bit more detail. So these, most of the switches you see here are the 12-volt auto switches. They're just so easy to use, and they easily mount on something thin like plywood, like this is. A lot of them don't do much, I think. Like if I look here, oh, there you go. That one makes a noise. Makes a noise. This joystick here, I found it on eBay. It's sort of an old-fashioned gaming joystick, and you can pick them up really cheap because no one uses them anymore. And they're good because they have quite simple wiring inside, so you don't have to worry about really complex wiring. So this one is wired up to some relays that are sitting behind the dash. When you move it, triggers that, and there's some other sounds. And a trigger around the front. The good thing about the sound module is it can play sounds concurrently, sort of overlapping, which is really good for this kind of thing. Into the middle bit, I love these big switches there, look like sort of missile things. I think some of them light up. Oh no, that might be the top. More noises. And then this steering wheel, that was another thing I found. I think one of the kids is off. I found that on eBay. I cut the top and bottom off to give it a more sort of space look, and I filled it with a whole lot of putty just to make it stronger because it was quite weak once I cut it off. But I think so press those buttons that trigger some sounds. There's also a ignition switch there, ignition key sort of switch there, which used to turn the spaceship off and on, but the kids are always running away with the key. As you can see, they have now, so that now switches on separate to that.